water is supposed to be free for everybody. And anyone that's trying to control water in the guise that they want to make it available to everybody by selling it is already excluding some people. Because you already know that definitely there are those who will not be able to afford it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Irrespective of the cost. And the idea that water from all sources must be under government control is a terrible thing. Because we can get water from the air. Now, since we can get water from the air and the law says or states that water from all sources, that includes the air.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
That means that you are disallowed from getting water from the air. You can get it from the ground. You can get it from the air. You can get it from the rain. You can. So what does that mean? Creating laws that are not good for people is tyranny. That's tyranny. The trouble is, all such evil laws often come from the same group of people connected to the WEF, Ford Foundation, Rockefeller Foundation, and their associated organizations. These they have done for years because of their ideology of eugenics. So when they talk about water or anything they talk about, it's got nothing to do with the subject matter. But population control, their ideology of creating a new world of their kind for their own control. They just want the world to be what they have chosen for it to be, but they can't have it their way. And for their information, the Bible has been proven to be the Word of God, whether or not they believe it. The Bible is true. And the Bible gives a timeline for the world from beginning to end. And tells us about everything that we need to know about man's life on earth, his times and seasons. The wisest thing for men to do is to discover their purpose and to fulfill it. To know your purpose is also to know your timing. Jesus knew his purpose. Jesus knew his timing. When his time was not yet, he knew it and said that much. So the corruption of our water, the corruption of our food, there are diseases and sicknesses today that are rich people's sickness. Because they are the ones that have money to buy the kind of things that have been poisoned, and they don't know it. And I want to reiterate this to you. You're listening now. You that are in positions of power and authority, there's a lot you don't know. There's a lot you don't know. There's a lot that's shielded away from you and that you are shielded from. For example, all of those nicely bottled water that you get, some of you even import yours. You import specially. Congratulations. But I say this to you in your own interest. Find out what it contains. Does it contain fluoride? If it does, you've been drinking poison. I told you before about the toothpaste that you use. They even advertise with fluoride. They make your teeth whiter and stronger. It's a lie. It's all poison. One of the biggest causes of cancer is fluoride. You wonder why there's so much cancer today than ever before? So if they don't get you with the vaccine, they get you with the fluoride. Don't believe them if they tell you that it's the little amount of natural fluoride that's found in the soil that gets into the water. There's little they can do about it. It's not true. This is a deliberate action by those responsible for this to gradually poison the water and give you what's called slow death. It's part of the population control agenda. What I'm telling you is not conspiracy theory. But I told you before that you better understand that conspiracy theory itself is not a bad thing. Those who don't want you to theorize on conspiracy are the very perpetrators and conspirators of evil. They don't want you to be intelligent enough to ask questions. They don't want you to reason. They don't want you to analyze information. Do what we say. That's all. That's all they want you to do. Meanwhile, in all investigations by police and intelligence community, they all work with conspiracy theory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You must have it. You must be able to question and make assumptions. Then when you theorize and analyze, make such questions or ask such questions, they say you're dangerous. But whatever they think about this, I'm telling you the truth because what I'm saying to you is scientific. They may not always agree, but they don't want to agree. Those who don't agree is because they don't want to study the subject, or else they've been captured by the same evil minds. I'm going to show you a documentary in a moment.